These are your evening headlines for February 20th, 2026, right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Kimber Pierce. Campus Recreation hosts battleship competition this weekend. Student reporter Alex Batman has the story.
I'm super excited for that one.
This weekend, BYU-Idaho students will take to the pool for a game unlike any other on campus, Battleship.
You're trying to sink your opponent's boat. So what you do is you fill up buckets, or you can bring like a tote lid, for example, and you can use that as like a shield to block it. But your goal is to literally sink your opponent's canoe. And so that one's super fun.
It's opportunities like this that event coordinator Shelby Reynolds hopes will help Campus Recreation fulfill its mission to invite students to become better disciples of Jesus Christ through sports.
And so our main goal is really just to reach as many students as we possibly can, encourage them to get out there, make new friends, but also enjoy just the sports and events that campus has to offer.
Reynolds says she started in the campus recreation department as a participant.
I love sports. I played sports throughout high school. And so to be able to continue that after in college was something that was always super encouraging or like interesting to me. And so then to be able to be on the other side of that and help plan events, it gives me that great perspective because as an participant, I know what I'm looking for.
Battleship is just one of the events Campus Recreation hosts in a semester. Other sporting events include a dodgeball tournament, volleyball tournament, competitive playoffs, indoor distance running, wrestling, relay running, and a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Reynolds says these events bring people together from all walks of life.
I would say that almost all of our participants have a fantastic time. The majority of them just are beaming, they're smiling the entire time. It's fun, it's lighthearted, and it's just a great way to meet new people.
If you're interested in participating or spectating in any of the sporting events Campus Recreation hosts, you can find all the events through IM Leagues on its app or online at imleagues.com. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Alex Batman.
The Idaho House of Representatives narrowly passed House Concurrent Resolution 25, which calls for Congress to hold a constitutional convention to consider passing an amendment to require the federal government to balance its budget. Brandon Isle has the story.
A constitutional convention is a never-before-seen tactic that would allow Congress to rewrite the Constitution. 34 states have to approve calling a convention, and Idaho just got the process one step closer by proposing to be state number 29 to approve the measure. This week, Democratic Representative Sonia Galaviz of Boise and Republican Representative Stephanie Mickelson of Idaho Falls joined us to discuss the proposed convention. Representative Galaviz, who voted against the measure, says she's concerned about the possibility of a convention.
But once you agree to have a constitutional convention, it could be a situation to where all bets are off. And given the current administration, I do not trust that it would be focused primarily on just balanced budgets. It could be other things such as having presidents serve for more terms than the Constitution currently allows, or who knows what.
Representative Mickelson, who voted in favor of the convention, explains why she felt like this call for a convention is different.
Okay, so in the past, I've always voted against the Constitutional Convention things, but I think we've reached a fevered pitch in the United States, and it's very hard for either political party to have enough will that when it comes to balancing the budget, because everybody has their special project or their special, friend that needs a favor or whatever. And the reality is we have got to fix this for our kids and our future generation.
The resolution will have to be taken up by the state Senate to determine if Idaho will join 28 other states in calling for this constitutional convention. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Brandon Isle.
A local band is putting on a concert in Rexburg tonight to celebrate its first anniversary. Dahlia formed in February 2025 and played its first gig that same month. The band wants to celebrate its first year with a birthday party, and they're inviting everyone to celebrate with them. Band member Dahlia Ball shared the details with BYU-Idaho Radio.
Today at FizRiz, we're having our 1-year anniversary show, so it's going to be our birthday party show. And it's going to be super, super fun. There's going to be a custom mocktail for the night that Joe from FizRiz has been cooking up for us. We're going to decorate it like a birthday party. It's going to be an awesome lineup, an awesome night. We're going to have new merch and new songs.
Dahlia has been performing concerts regularly around Rexburg since their formation. The band is comprised of BYU-Idaho students Dahlia Ball on guitar and vocals, Tim Galbraith on keyboard, Charlie Orton on drums, and Kate Christofferson on bass.
A year ago, when we had our first show, it felt like we just hit the ground and never stopped running. I feel like for 8 months straight, we were playing multiple shows a month, and it was just like crazy. I was so busy.
After this party and performance, Dahlia will take a break from playing shows around Rexburg to record their first album.
This is kind of like the last show that we're going to be playing here in Rexburg for a while, so we're going to try to make it a big event, you know.
Other local bands, Track Club and The Caddies, will also join Dahlia at the party to perform. The birthday party event is tonight at Fizzriz in Rexburg starting at 7:30. You can find more information about Dahlia on the band's website, dahliadahliamusic.com. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio Evening Headlines for February 20th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Kimber Pierce.